we look at Bitcoin, and a lot of times immediately a lot of people feel as if Bitcoin is like digital gold, which it is true. It is digital gold. A lot of people will basically explain Bitcoin as being some type of digital property, right? Which is true, because when you actually buy Bitcoin and you move it to cold storage, it becomes your property. Now, when we talk about Bitcoin being currency, meaning we use Bitcoin to exchange for goods and services, or to be paid in Bitcoin, we say Bitcoin is money, which is true. So Bitcoin is digital property, which is true. Bitcoin is digital gold, which is true. Bitcoin is money, digital money, decentralized money, which is true. And there's a lot of other things that we could say about Bitcoin, but I believe that the best way to define Bitcoin, very simple, right? There's no more confusion for those of you who were confused like I was when I was trying to figure out exactly what Bitcoin is. Because check this out. Gold, digital property, digital money are all different things. So what exactly is Bitcoin? Now, does Bitcoin represent all these things? Yes, but Bitcoin is actually deeper than that. Check this out, guys. We understand that Bitcoin is, as I just mentioned, but most importantly, what I want you guys to understand is that Bitcoin is a new system, period. Bitcoin is a new transaction monetary system. How do we understand what this system looks like, or what this system actually is? We are literally operating under the fiat system as I speak in 2025. All right. So the whole world today is governed by the fiat system. Bitcoin is a different system. Within fiat, the currency inflates. Within Bitcoin, the currency deflates. Within fiat, you can print more. Bitcoin, you can't. Within fiat, everything is centralized. Bitcoin, decentralized. All right. So Bitcoin is literally a new system to replace the old system. Just think about cars. Just think about cell phones. Just think about clothing, and just the list goes on. Something that is old, same thing, now being replaced by something that is new, something that is better, something that is more efficient. So Bitcoin is a new system, right? And Bitcoin is here for the taking, for us to basically utilize this new system as a replacement from the old system. So when you think about Bitcoin, when you explain Bitcoin, when you try to understand Bitcoin, you don't have to think about all those things that I mentioned. Just know this, that Bitcoin is literally just a new monetary system by which humanity could transact with goods and services. Now check this out. Bitcoin is the only true monetary system, true new monetary system that makes sense. All right. And that could basically consolidate everything that I just mentioned. So Bitcoin is, think about it as like a pyramid. Bitcoin is a system, and within this system, all right, we have property, right? We deal with the real estate within the fiat system. We have gold, right? Precious metals and whatnot. Transfer fiat into gold in order to maintain our purchasing power. And Bitcoin is currency. We transact with Bitcoin the same way we transact in fiat. Now, as digital property, we understand that there's only 21 million Bitcoin, and there will never be more. You cannot print more Bitcoin. We also understand that because of that, Bitcoin maintains its purchasing power, okay, as digital gold. And with this, we could transact, and we could accumulate, and we could basically offer goods and services for a currency that holds its actual value, and for a currency that represents digital property that actually belongs to the owner or the holder of the actual coin. So think about Bitcoin within that realm. Bitcoin as a system, a better system, right? Like, think about it. As I said, look at the iPhone, right? From iPhone 3 to what we have today. Bitcoin just represents a better system. We have a system in place today. We go out and we work for paper that depreciates over time. We exchange this paper for gold. We exchange this paper for real estate, hoping that gold and real estate could at least maintain our purchasing power into the future. So what Bitcoin does, it combines everything. It's a new system that literally combines everything and just creates a better system for all of us. So you don't have to be confused anymore in regards to what Bitcoin is. Once you understand that you are already operating within a system, Bitcoin is just a new system with a new currency, with new property, with new store of value. Basically, Bitcoin is a currency that you don't have to get out of in order to maintain your purchasing power. And everything gets cheaper over time, obviously, within this system. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if this actually helped you guys understand a little bit more in regards to like how to define Bitcoin. I understand, at least for me, it was really confusing at first, trying to figure out exactly what this is. And this was the most simple way for me to digest what Bitcoin actually is. So let me know if this helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. That's my take. Peace.